KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 4. Here's a live look at the capital city this afternoon. Overcast skies are prevailing right now. Saw about 19 or so raindrops about an hour or so from now. The streets look pretty dry at this point, and I expect will stay dry over the course of the rest of the day here. Temperature-wise, upper 40s right now. Winds not so bad. Of course, wind chill not going to be too bad as well. But overall, pretty nice day despite those clouds that we are seeing in our central areas right now. So our Monday weather headlines, overall trending drier for the rest of the week. Next best chance for precip maybe over the weekends, maybe early next week. We'll see if that all pans out, of course. And overall getting much warmer over the next few days. Some 70s are possible. We'll let you know where and when. And then we get cooler as we get into Friday, into the weekend. Some 20s or 30s for daytime highs. What is this, winter? Temperatures right now, though, for the most part, sitting in those 40s, as you can see here. Still seeing those 50s out towards the west, getting close to 60 from Wolf Point down towards that southwestern corner. Right now, just some light precip from Minot back towards the southeastern tier. But overall, as I said, trending drier over the course of the next few days. In the broader picture, a few interesting things kind of going on. So this time yesterday, we expected to see a bit more rain today than we have seen, and that's all because this area of high pressure just decided to slide a little bit further south than we expected, kind of cutting off this precip from the west, so didn't quite get as much as we were hoping to get this time yesterday. But over the course of the next couple of days or so, all of this right here going to move on off towards the eastern tier. This area of high pressure right here will slide on in, and as that happens, we'll get warmer and warmer and warmer over the course of the next few days, maybe just seeing some 70s. We'll see about that, however. So the overall jet stream flow shows a similar overall outlook. So here's the overall flow right about here, showing this nice strong ridge out towards the western tier, dipping back towards the east. And over the course of the next 2 to 3 days, that ridge will be pretty much center mass right over top of us. And as that happens, Wednesday into Thursday, as you can see here, probably the warmest time frame of this week. Some 70s are possible out towards the west, but got to watch this area out towards the far west right about here. As we get into Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday of next week, much colder as a result. Some rain, some snow possible, not likely at this point, but possible as we get into early next week. As far as tomorrow's daytime highs, because of that ridge building out towards the west, lots of 50s for the majority of the region, some 60s possible towards the south, maybe out towards the west. We'll see if we can get there as early as tomorrow. And beyond that, for Wednesday and Thursday, 50s to 60s and maybe even a 70 out towards the far west. Dickinson, Bowman may get there. Bismarck, an outside chance, but what's going on here? Much chillier because of that trough out towards the very far west. 30s and 40s for Friday, some 20s possible as we get into the weekend as far as those highs are concerned. And here's Williston's next few. Tomorrow, mid-50s, mid-60s though by Thursday. Should be a very nice day overall. We'll have some winds, about 15 to 20 or 25, however, and then chillier beyond that Friday into the weekends. And here's Dickinson's next few. 57 degrees tomorrow, 60s and 70s though to follow. Should be very nice to at least Thursday of this week. And here's Minot's next few. Tomorrow, 52, 50s though for Wednesday and Thursday. Should be a very nice first half of the week, and then much chillier to follow, 30s and 20s beyond that. And here's Bismarck's next few days, mid-50s through Wednesday, 65 is the plateau day for Thursday, and then just 30s and 40s beyond that. Joel.
We might be pulling the rug out from people just a little bit here. They get nice and cozy the next few days, then all of a sudden it plummets, and then it's back to 30s for the weekend and everything.
Mother Nature is fickle, especially in the northern plains. They give you everything you want with the rain over the weekend in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, and then it's like, just kidding, 30s and 40s and 20s and back to snow in the winter and all that stuff.
If it's not too much to ask, 65s across the board and sunshine, no wind. We should be so lucky.
Have we ever had a week in March or April in the entire history of our great state where it's been 65 and sunny and no winds? I can't imagine more than 2 straight days.
Maybe like 10 years ago. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Kenny, thanks so much. And still to come on KX News at 4. It was one of